Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Berkshire channel. My name is Feisal, broadcasting from the Berkshire studios in Thiel. Today, we're very lucky and fortunate. We've got Marva from Puriskin. How are you today, Marva?
I'm well, thank you very much.
Now, I know you've had an interesting journey, and tell us a little bit about the journey.
Well, the M25, the biggest car park in the world, it definitely was a car park today.
Really? And how
Yes.
long were you on the... I know the answer to this already, but how long were you on the motorway for?
Well, I left at 11:45 and I got here, must be nearer 3:30 this afternoon.
Right, so you're quite relaxed, clearly.
Quite relaxed. I've been doing a lot of sitting today.
A lot of sitting. Well, okay. Well, we took the stairs up here, so hopefully you could relax and loosen up a little bit today.
Definitely.
Brilliant, brilliant. Well, look, you started Puriskin some time ago, from what I understand. So tell us a little bit about you and the story behind Puriskin.
Okay, Puriskin was set up with me and my business partners, and it was set up for people with sensitive skin. So it's a natural skincare brand, and we develop products in conjunction with medical practitioners. So we very closely work with oncologists. We have products which are very good for cancer patients, people going through chemo and radiotherapy. We work very closely with the Vice Chairman of the Acupuncture Society.
Fantastic.
Especially dealing with things like eczema, psoriasis, facial acupuncture, which helps reverse the signs of aging. So we do protocols for medical practitioners.
Did you say reverse the signs of aging?
Wow, it's like Botox, but using needles.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay, I think you've stumbled on something there. My wife would be over the moon with reversing the aging process.
Well, I'll have to put her in touch with Amanda.
Please do,
so
please do.
I will give you her number after this, but we work very closely with the Vice Chairman of the Acupuncture Society. And we also work with a breast cancer charity, and we've developed products for them as well for
Fantastic.
Raising funds. They go into schools, or before COVID, they go into schools and teach 15 and 16-year-old girls how to self-examine themselves.
Wow.
So, basically, we've developed our range in private practice with doctors, practitioners, nurses, and, that's what it's all about. It's about developing products that actually perform.
Okay.
Over the last 12 months, we've had a bit of a reincarnation. We've had some investment into Puriskin. My partners have invested heavily into development, research, R&D, to basically work more closely with medical practitioners and come up with products which specifically target people's needs, basically.
Fantastic. Now, that's great. I mean, how long have you been running?
Puriskin itself has been going since 2013. But
you've been in business a while, though, haven't you?
Well, I've done other things in business. I used to run a telecoms company for many years.
Right.
I set up my first company at 21. So I've been in business for a long time, but not in skincare for a long time.
And how long in skincare?
Since 2010.
Well, so you've got about 12 years worth of experience.
When I think about it, yes.
That's
I'm
a lot.
getting old.
No, you still. Well, it's working because you don't look old. So there you go. Now, you'd mentioned your product range. It sounds quite broad.
It is quite broad. We do everything from natural hand creams that stop the skin drying out, getting splits, work with people that have got eczema and dermatitis to the hands.
Okay.
All the way to facial products for people going through eczema, psoriasis, extremely sensitive skin. And that's really our speciality field, is working with people with the most sensitive skins, which is what's led us on to working with Professor Drew, who's an oncologist. So, we develop products that can be used in practice to be of benefit. So I always tell people what we try and do is create products for needs.
Okay.
So, we're not the typical skincare company. If there's a need, we want to crack it.
No, perfect. I mean, skincare is quite a emotive topic, isn't it, in reality?
Exactly.
And I mean, in terms of age groups, I'm just thinking of my children, especially my young 22-year-olds, very, very, very conscious about skin. 22-year-old man, is he of interest to you?
Yes. I mean, we have customers from... people, we've got a baby range. So, we've got a baby range that we've developed with a midwife. So we go from baby products straight up to, I would say cradle to the grave.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. And for example, if somebody's got eczema, they could sort of use some of your Puriskin
That's
products.
correct. It won't exasperate it.
Okay.
People have had great benefits. I was speaking to somebody on the way up here that was telling me he's been using our products and his skin is much better now.
Okay.
So, you know.
So does it, I mean, it will improve the situation.
It will improve. We don't
take it
make
away.
any claims.
Okay.
You can't get rid of eczema. You know, it can look like when he was showing me earlier, that it looks like it's almost gone. But, you know, you stop using any product and it will come back. You know, we're not a cure-all or anything like that. I mean, but it will keep it at bay.
But I guess from a sort of how you can make someone feel, certainly it has an impact on one's vanity or their own personal feeling.
Exactly. I mean, you know, he was so excited to see me today to show me his arm and how his arm has improved. So people, you know, do get benefit. It's less itchy. It does take the itching out of the skin. You know, if you take the itching, it's less scaly. The redness, you know, reduces. Okay. You know, those are all things that a lot of people, especially if it's on their face or on on especially for women, if it's on their legs, you know, they don't want people seeing those. No,
of course. What's your most popular product?
I would say my most popular product is probably our sleep range. That seems to be very popular.
Well,
I think it's a sign of the times more than anything.
Well, we all need a bit of sleep, don't we?
Sleep,
we've
anxiety.
Got anxiety as well. Okay. Well, we're going to have a long chat about your sleep products later on. In terms of the beauty products, what would be
my biggest selling is our Puriskin resurfacing formula, which is the one for the most sensitive skin. We have a lot of people that use it, and they rave about their skin after using it. And we have everything from a body lotion to a face cream, a face mask, and a cleanser. So we cover the whole, you know, gambit with people. And, you know, when women have got sensitive skin, they still want things that is a little bit nice. They don't want things just like E45 and Depravate. They want, you know, they want nice things as well.
No, of course.
And I've got sensitive skin because I can't use many of the big brands because they break my skin out. And I know that was one of my biggest frustrations because I see all these nice things in packages, so I want to buy them. Sure. And then after a couple of days, my skin breaks out or it looks like I've been burnt. By the product because of my own skin sensitivity. So for me, even as a person, it is so nice to be able to use products that, you know, don't irritate or exasperate my skin in any way. I
suppose it's always a worry, isn't it, especially when you're with a product that you've never used before. And I guess it's a bit like hair colour. You think to yourself, can you use it? Is it safe? And God forbid, you know, what happens? But with your products, they're generally pretty harmless.
They're very harmless. I mean, we don't use any petroleum. Right. We don't use any perfumes. We don't use any parabens. We don't use any mineral oil. We try and keep them as natural as possible. Any scents that are in our products come from pure cold-pressed essential oils. Perfect. We try as much as possible to use first distilled, which is the purest of the essential oils as well. So we try and keep it. We don't use any colorants. So our products will always be the color of the product. So you're never going to get a fancy color because all of those can become irritants to people. So we keep it as pure as possible for people. Perfect. And by keeping, you know, it as pure as possible, what it actually means is there's less chance of irritation. I mean, I was speaking to somebody even up to last night and she was telling me, oh, you know, I'm using a night oil, I'm not getting any irritations, and I've noticed my skin pores are closing. And I was explaining, and she goes, I thought an oil would make my skin greasy. And I was explaining to her, we use things, because we use cold-pressed oils, we're not using synthetic ingredients. It does make a difference. And I was even explaining to her last night that, for example, peppermint, you can get pure essential oil peppermint, or you can get synthetic peppermint where you get the smell. You'll get the smell from both. The difference is with a synthetic peppermint, it's got no benefit to it, where the pure peppermint will aid with your circulation, it's anti-inflammatory. So because it's an essential oil, you're getting the full benefit. It's not just about scent. So we don't work on scent. We work on, if we put an essential oil in there, what is that essential oil going to do to aid person that's using it?
Marva, you sound like an expert.
I don't think I'm an expert. I just do a lot of research.
You certainly sound like an expert. So in terms of your target group and your audience, I mean, you know, you said you target people pretty much from birth till grave, which is a great way to look at it. Who are your most popular customers, would you say? What sort of age group, sex, whatever?
I think our most it really depends on the product. You're going to be surprised. Most of my products, especially when I used to do events and shows, men.
No.
Men,
Really?
yeah, men love products.
Okay.
Especially if they've got sensitive skin, especially if they've got issues. They're the ones that will try a product quicker than a woman will try a product.
Do you know what? I think we'd probably do it quietly as well, without
and
anybody
I think
knowing.
That's what it is. It's quietly, and they will, when I used to do events before the pandemic, men would come up to me and say, I've got this issue. And they literally would talk to me.
And whisper.
Yeah, I've got this issue. Have you got anything for it?
Wow, okay.
And they're the ones that they will listen, and they take it all in, and then they will use it exactly as you directed.
Exactly.
And then they would come back, or they'd ring me and say, oh my gosh, it works.
Wow, I suppose that's quite worrying when a man comes up to you quietly and says, I have an issue. My goodness me. Well, mind you, I do try to hide my bag when I've been to Boots and I go home, so I can totally understand that. So now tell me, if I wanted to order some of these products, what would be my best way, easiest way to order some of these products?
Well, you can do it at the comfort of your home on puriskin.co.uk.
Puriskin.co.uk.
So it's easy to remember.
Brilliant. And all of the products that you've told us about today are all available
all of them are
on the website.
On the website, yeah.
Wow. Well, you know what? I have to say to you, it's been great listening to a short snippet of your story, Marva. It sounds like you've got a great product range. You certainly sound like an expert as well.
Well, it's a team effort, and we have a team of people that all work extremely, extremely hard. And also, we have, our investors have really, put a lot of confidence into what we're doing.
Fantastic. And as we come to a close, whereabouts are you based, and where's your geography?
Everything is, we're in Kent, in New Romney, and we make everything there as well. So everything is made in this country.
Everything's made in this country?
Everything is made in Kent.
Wow, fantastic. And you're based in Reading, aren't you?
I live in Reading, yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I live in Reading as well, so we're both Reading people.
We're Reading born and bred.
Good stuff. Well, look, on that note, Marva, it's been a pleasure to talk to you. My name is Feisal. This is the Berkshire Channel from the Berkshire Studios. We'll see you again very, very soon.